So, yeah, this is Play Session, and currently you're looking at a blank screen that just says Start and
I was
Options.
going to say
Blank.
it's not blank.
I already played that game for Halloween. Oh, wait, no, sorry, that was Blank Dream.
Yeah, the blank. Yeah, no, the Spooktacular, or Spooktacular. That was another thing entirely. But yeah, by the look of the title, you'll have seen that we're playing Telling Lies, and I've been as vague as possible when I've been speaking to my team of detectives that I've got here. My name's Ryan, by the way. And we've got three people who dream of being a detective. We've got Sherlock Gnomes himself, Stefan.
I don't like that name.
Yeah, well.
I'm more in Inspector Gadget.
Then from due northeast, we got Duncan.
Due northeast. What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. There was a TV show called Due North, which was like a buddy cop program involving just some guy and his Canadian Mountie friend. And Martin has suggested that we've got Dr. Snotson. I don't know why.
But he's gonna be my sidekick.
That's D. D said they always wanted to be a Dr. Watson.
So I am only half a man. I am only 3/4 of a man.
Yes.
You know, except instead of that, we're like detectives. I was like, I am half a detective.
Do I have to take note? I see a mouse.
Yeah, so you see a mouse, so you see detect notes. So before we click start, I've explained the rules to the detectives, but I'll quickly explain it to the audience as well.
Can you tell me again? I wasn't paying attention.
We've barely played any of this game. I've played about an hour of the game. And
that's an hour more than me.
Yeah. The other guys don't really know what to expect, but Telling Lies is a full motion video game. Basically, it's going to be a load of movie clips, all out of sequence, and we'll all have to figure out what happened in some giant incident.
So it's a Tarantino film?
In a sense, yeah. It's like Pulp Fiction, but without the pulp or the fiction. Well,
Memento.
there is plenty of the fiction. So,
any good bits?
One good do before we start is we're going to have a fixed time to try and figure out as much as we can. What should we say? What would you like? 45 minutes or an hour?
24 hours.
We're not having 24 hours.
14 and a half seconds.
Why give me the option then?
I said 45 minutes or an hour. I gave you two options.
All I heard is, how much time do you want?
1 hour. Okay.
It's a nice
so once we click start, we'll have 1 hour. That'll go pretty quickly, because some of these clips can be 30 seconds, some of them could be 6 minutes. Some of them will show one side of a conversation, and we'll have to find or sort of predict a word that would have been said by the other person to find their clip. But the game has 4 main characters, and what we're going to try and figure out is who the real name of each of those 4 characters are, what they actually do, and how involved in the big incident they were.
Zero, Steve, Margaret, Jane.
And then there's a bonus one. We're going to try and figure out who the player character is as well.
Frederick.
So we click start, and we click start.
Annapurna.
So here you are.
Quick, write down the license plate.
It's not that simple.
Drowning
Did
mermaid.
that just say you're drowning a mermaid game?
She's an ice bum. Write that down.
Developed by Furious Bee, directed by Sam Barlow.
That.
So as we go through her house, anything you can figure out. Fish tank. Okay. Interesting. Ah! Well, I think we might have figured out who she's called already. Maybe.
Karen.
Yeah, look, so welcome to Castles, a trash bin, got 78% battery. And here's the Retina server. So just in case you didn't know what the game was.
Telling lies. Wait,
so we
what
have
if the title is a lie? What if the game is actually telling truths?
Who knows? Maybe that's
the biggest
something you'll
lie
have
is
to
the first
out.
one they tell you.
So, it's highly suggested she's put in the first search term of love. It's highly suggested that we start with that.
But what is love?
Baby,
I've already sent you that video. Don't make me send it to you again.
Don't hurt me no more. See, we can also
I'm
play
writing that
solitaire
down.
in here, but we're not going to.
See.
But
What is...
So you controlling the character at this point, man?
yes, so I'm controlling the character, but yous effectively control
We control Ryan.
me.
Oh, okay. So
So
let's search
I will
Google,
try
then.
and be as hands off as I can possibly be, but sort of
Search
guide.
love.
So you want to search love? Okay, let's search love. So the thing about this game is could be plenty of clips that have the word love in it,
I'm going to find out which one's
but
better.
it will only give you 5.
Okay.
So as you can see here, 34 records matched. Results limited to 5. So the more we learn, the more specific we have to be to find the clips that you actually want. But
Well,
this
do we know
has...
who the 4 people are going to be?
They'll all contain the 4 people. You saw the picture that I showed to you in the Discord. That shows who the 4 main people are. On this screen, you can see 3 of them.
And a hand.
And a hand. So, where do you want to start? We've got 5 clips. Remember, we don't know anything at this point, so...
I'd like to start with the one, what was that, 12:36 a.m.
12:36 a.m. Oh, of course you would look at that one.
No, I was more looking at the times and thinking, well, if this is all done on the same day, I'll go for the one that was done the earliest.
But it's not done on the same day. You can see the dates are different. The earliest clip is the one on the far left.
Yeah,
That's
which
the
is at
earliest time
1:01
any
PM
day.
on the
For
15th.
some reason,
1:01
I
PM
just
on the
saw
15th.
8 and assumed they were all 15 across. My bad.
Yeah,
So-
that's...
So, no, it's up to you. 4 first.
Oh, it's set in American timestamps.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I
boy.
mean, it is set in America.
All right, I guess we lost D. He's not playing anymore. Yeah, he saw those American timestamps. He's like, oh, fuck it.
Fuck you, Americans. No, right. I'd
All right.
probably
Fuck yeah.
suggest you go with the first one, but
Let's start with the
Okay.
first one. Let's see
Okay.
where we're at.
okay. So
Viewed
we'll play
0
this.
times.
So, yeah.
Dude,
Some of the
even we
clips
get more
are...
views than this guy.
I've only ever been in love once.
There you go. Love straight away.
It's with a girl I met when I was 18, but I was too young and naive to handle it properly. And I guess I still carry a torch for it, which makes me an incurable romantic or underdeveloped.
See, I wonder who he's
emotionally.
speaking to at that point. It looks like he's in
I'm
an
a
empty
loyal
apartment
friend.
now.
I like girls with nice smiles.
So if you see here the breaks in conversations, that will probably be another character speaking.
Nice smiles.
So there'll be a clip out there of someone asking him these questions.
Well, the psych profile says so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like horoscopes in that world.
So just to go on that, I can just pause clips as well.
Yeah, it's fine. Let it continue.
And I can also rewind them and fast forward them if you want as well. So it'd be so interesting in what you've been asked here, but...
I am going to decorate an apartment.
Oh, so good for you. There you go. So, not much information you can learn out of a one-sided conversation.
In the search at the beginning, by the way,
Yes.
can you only search one word?
No, you can search words or phrases. You can also bookmark any video that you want to look at later.
Okay, I got a buzzword out of that anyway.
Okay, what buzzword did you find?
He said
What?
nice smiles multiple times.
Nice smiles.
Yeah, but then what do you think they would have asked? Because they wouldn't have gone, nice smiles. He wouldn't have gone, yeah, nice smile. He would have gone, yeah, nice smiles, not... What,
Yeah,
sorry,
so-
what
so-
was that? Nice smiles.
Yeah, so maybe even like, what would you...
We need
They
to
would
learn
have
a bit
asked,
more.
what do you like in a girl?
Yeah. I mean, you could search for that if you wanted.
Oh, it's just something I picked up on, that's all.
Yeah, no, nice smiles. I mean, it'll come up. I mean, that's going to bring back this clip because it'll have said nice smiles in it. If there
But
are any
no-
other clips that say nice smiles, it'll bring that up as well.
Yeah,
But
but
it's-
it'll also have, I'm assuming, roughly have the same timestamp on that?
I mean, we can always try it. So, searching nice smiles. Ah!
There we go.
Alright, so there's one that we got and one other one.
Now, if you can see, that isn't directly related, because look at the dates.
Different time dates.
Yeah,
This is
it's
like
definitely is. We're
2
not
weeks
like
later.
getting the other side of the conversation or anything, because that's definitely
Yeah.
way out of line. It's
See,
2 weeks
they want-
later.
I've asked nice smile. What they would have asked is something like, what do you like in a girl or something like that.
Let's have a look.
What do you like in a girl? What? Ooh.
Ooh,
We're not gonna get
what's
any
this?
good records there. No matches. Nobody has ever
Just
asked this
search
question
girl.
before, ever.
It's just girl. Okay.
Because we know that video will come up. See what else
So we
comes
found
up.
20. So there's 21 records. And in
Oh,
terms
girl.
of earliest date, there's nothing directly related to that conversation. Maybe
Yeah, but if you look at the 9th of the 15th, is that the same dude?
Yeah.
it is the same dude. Do you want to go down this one track? Do you want to try and figure out one person first, then?
Well, we've got to figure out 4 people, don't we?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, this will probably be done over multiple sessions, but we are limited in terms of the game time. Every time we watch a clip, time will progress. And so by the end of a certain time, you
the
then
issue
send
is-
everything you know.
we'll try. Do I try the one person, or do I try to do all 4 at the same freaking time? Or it gets tangly and webby.
So I mean, it's up to you, but going down one track usually helps, and you'll learn more about the other people because they all are related.
Okay, so it's like Love Actually or something. Where somehow they all know each other.
Yeah.
So
Well,
let's
I said,
see
they're all
what is,
involved in this one big incident.
Let's see what him. If you don't
Okay.
mind. Anyone else object?
Go for it.
I heard you came to help my 2 girls, so I really appreciate that, Laura.
Oh. You've got a name.
Yeah, well, okay, we both have important jobs, Laura. That's our life now, okay?
So he's getting talked down to a lot. If he's in that decorated apartment.
Sorry. Hey. We can make this work.
So it's
Make
not
what
a
work?
relationship.
Yeah. Long
I'm gonna say-
distance.
I would say him and Lara are romantically involved,
Okay.
or at least know each other.
And there's definitely some kind of stress in the relationship. He's obviously not. Neither of them seem very happy. I mean, from what you hear.
No, he's in. He's connected to Lara. I'm gonna probably say, but it also means he's got 2 girls, so he's got. Yeah, we'll try Lara for a sec.
Yeah.
Well, these 2
Maybe
girls seem
just, yeah.
unrelated to Laura, so that could be.
Yeah.
That might be
Someone,
important.
Oh, it's all him. So
So there are over a space of, what are we looking at here? 6 months.
yeah.
There's 3 conversations involving this one guy that specifically mentioned the word Laura.
Are they in chronological order there?
Yes.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah, they always show you the first 5 clips in chronological order.
So that's the first time I mentioned her. So if we skip, do you want to see the other 2 and see how it's
Sure.
progressing?
Let's learn about Laura.
Well, it's David.
Oh.
Well, his name's David.
Okay, so the name that we
I'm
know
at
of him
work,
is David.
Remember? I'm sure Emma told you I'm going to be home in a few weeks for a short visit, though.
Did I hear an Emma as well?
Yeah.
Well, that's because my work doesn't look like normal work.
Okay.
No. It's David.
Is it?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Is it me, or is David possibly not his real name?
No, I think he's talking about someone else now.
If you keep spinning that cup, I'll smash it out of your own hands. Comedians in bars drinking coffee. Anyway.
Thanksgiving, please.
So you would like Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Okay. Based on that, do you want
We'll take
to
Thanksgiving
bookmark?
for 400, right?
Okay, well, let's go straight into it. So we're learning more about, currently, David. Hello. More faces have entered the fray. In fact, through this, I can tell you that you've seen all 4 people.
So, Thanksgiving for the fact.
Oh, some piano music going on in the background. It's nice to see that our player character's got a taste in music. We've progressed 6 minutes, by the way, in terms of real time of the game.
So do you want to see? Are we still following him, or?
What do you think, Steph? You got us on Thanksgiving. What do you want to look at?
So, I mean, we've got 2 clips or 3 clips that actually happen on Thanksgiving.
I want to see the
And
one
then-
at the end
The one at the end.
where he's not in, because he says Happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. They
Yeah.
have to reply roughly the same. So if we can
So-
find out if that's the conversation he had with her, we know who roughly he's talking to.
Yeah. So we've got 3 matches of the word Thanksgiving on this. Should we just start from the earliest point in the
Yes.
clip?
You know,
Okay.
Thanksgiving's something we really just do for Alba's benefit anyway. And all she really wants is her dada, so. Maybe Mike could send over another agent to take your place? You know, that could work for me too. You know, there's only so much you can do over the phone. Are agents allowed to screw on assignment? Yeah, sure. Oh, like, only fire your weapon if you intend to kill.
What?
Pew. Gotta love a clean shooting.
She drunk.
Alba wants to talk to you.
Oh, time for a turkey shoot.
Dada! I hate pumpkin pie.
Who likes pumpkin pie? Okay.
I've been practicing for my recital.
Please don't
Mama
sing.
says she will give me $5 if I sing.
Please don't sing.
You going to be there?
I don't know about you, but I'm sort of concerned about people just sleeping out of shot.
No. Sweetie? Daniel, what are you doing there?
Daniel?
I thought you were at home. Did you step out? You don't look like you're at work.
I mean, really?
I'm assuming she doesn't know he's an agent.
I'm so tired.
Hmm.
I fell asleep waiting for you to come home.
David?
2 drinks, and I'm out like a light. Happy Thanksgiving, honey.
Hmm. See, the thing is, none of these seem related to...
No,
Wake me
none of these
when you
are.
get in, okay?
Good night. Sleep tight.
This woman just sleeps all day?
I think she drinks a lot.
Sweet. So we got this.
So we
presuming
know
this is the other side
David's
of the
an agent.
conversation.
Yeah.
No,
He's an agent. What kind of it? He's some
So
kind of
David-
no,
agent.
we know that someone's an agent, but
No, because
when
we
the
know
guy's
for a fact
talking-
she said, "Where are you, David?" And at the beginning of it, she goes, "Can't they get another agent to replace you?" So we know
Yeah.
David is an agent.
But we now don't know whether David is his real name, because
We got
The
David
woman-
and Daniel for this person.
Yeah.
But also, when he's saying about 2 girls, there's only 1 person in that clip. Well, 1 child.
We're not saying that's linked to that guy. We just know David's an agent. We don't know who David is still.
There's a lot to think of, and I mean, with like 43 minutes left, we've only just scraped the surface. So, but we know this woman. I mean, could this be Laura, or is this
Emma.
someone else? Yeah, is it
Could be.
Laura, Emma? We know Alba is the kid. So if you ever hear any mentions of an Alba, you know it's the child.
But this person, that girl was referred to a person named Emma, so presumably Emma is someone who is not her, so she's not Emma.
Okay. So, we can go back here. So we're still looking at the Thanksgiving list. Is there anything anyone else wants to look at in terms of Thanksgiving? Or is there another term you want to move on to?
Do you want to see the other video of that day?
Can we look up agent?
We could. So we got a choice. If we can have a look at the other video that day or the word agent.
Let's try the agent. Why not?
Okay. So, here is agent. And there's
Secret
16 records. Agent.
man.
So we still have 3 clips of who we're calling David. There is
Hey, look, it's my
another
birthday.
clip of this woman, and this I can only assume is a handler of some sort.
So it's got a bureau in the background.
Yeah, yeah.
Looks very patriotic.
Hmm.
I mean, naturally my eye is drawn to the middle, but that's not relevant to the case.
See,
I'm also drawn to the one that has my birthday on it, also not relevant to the case.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the one on the end. 'Cause it's twice we've seen that video pop up.
This guy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This guy.
He
Yeah, so
popped
we can-
up. So he's popped up with agent, and I believe he popped up. I can't remember the other video.
He popped up with girls.
Yes.
So maybe that was a legend that was being talked about. You know, it's like, oh, what do you say? Oh, nice girls. Yeah, that's right. You tell them, nice girls. Well,
So do I find out what he's thinking?
yeah, let's find out. What's so important? 21 seconds into this 1 minute 23 clip.
Remember why we only give these jobs to agents with wives.
Interesting.
All right, that's better. Those 2 are your targets for phase 3. Yeah, we know she thought a favor with him, and that's why the plan works so well. Not the obvious route into the organization, but she's credible.
Interesting. Yes, I will also nod and agree.
Affirmative.
Yeah.
If she's just worried about you meeting her ex, people are simple machines. The digestive system's easily confused.
My digestive system's easily confused. Yeah.
Very confused. Confused farting.
Excellent. Let them approach you.
So, infiltration seems to be a goal here.
Let's leave that for the final report.
Final report, eh? Is it me or just tempted to want to know what that final report is?
So we've got an element of infiltration, and we've got an element of reporting. Both words that could be important.
Ah, damn it.
That appears to be the only time that the word final report comes up. Or what about just
Can you
report
search the
in general?
date?
Probably too easy. No, you can't. I remember the thing with Retina is that it only searches for things specifically
Can you
said.
talk about the DOJ?
No, that's what I'm saying. Unless someone has specifically says Department of Justice, it will not show up on the system. That's what you're limited to. That's why you can't look at the word. That's why you can't look at the word elephant or something. If no one mentions the word elephant, it won't show up in the
Target.
system. Oh, straight in. Target. So that was said in that clip, and now we've got a span of
4 records.
About 4 records over, again, about 3 months.
And that was the middle bit. So the start was the car.
Yeah, so we got a car clip here. And there's this inside conversation with people later on down the line after he's talked about infiltration. So again, it's your call.
Are we more interested in backstory or follow up?
Yeah. So, but yeah, based on what he's said to, we assume, David. Yeah, do we look at more stuff about the infiltration afterwards, or do we figure what got him to that point?
We're just hopping from subject to subject at the moment.
Well, we're trying to figure out a bit more about David. Screen keeps blurring because we're not looking, it's focusing on the main character in the background instead.
Oh, we'll just skip to the end then and see what's going on.
Okay, so there's this.
Do it.
So it's
Sure.
got 2
Let's
people.
not paint a target on our
Of
back.
course, straight away. They still keep calling him David, but there's now a
Yeah,
group
there's a
of...
right up here again.
What are these? Like a group of
There's some other ops coming up. We have a couple of
Ops.
acetylene torches that get hot enough to cut steel.
protest
Valve
group?
sites where the pipe is exposed. If you're fast on your feet,
Sabotage.
hit and run. It can set them back weeks.
Yeah, we used to use gasoline and motor oil on the valve sites, but I guess torches would be more effective. One more right here.
So he's infiltrated into some sort of...
Some sort of
Yeah,
group.
and then I think it's...
Yeah. Some sort of group
just up
with
here on the right. You can just
sort
pull
of
over
disruptive
wherever.
methods in mind.
Anywhere here?
Yeah. Anywhere you can find a spot.
Do they know we're coming?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you didn't sound confident at all.
All right, everybody out.
Oh yeah, not suspicious at all, man. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just going to turn off the radio.
Okay, so this is... Yeah, okay, so whatever this group is, we don't know anything about them yet. We know that they're a big enough deal that what is presumably an FBI agent or similar crime-fighting agent has to infiltrate them under an alias.
Yeah.
So it's like dangerous, whatever it is, whatever they are. We just don't really know anything about what they are or what they want.
Which would also confirm at this point David cannot be his name.
Oh, David's
No
code name.
one would go into a deep cover thing using their real name.
That depends, but
But
more
no, he's,
likely no.
We got
basically, his DOJ name's... It might be called
Daniel
Daniel.
the David agent.
Well, Daniel could be his real name, and he's undercover as David.
Yeah. So we're at this sort of...
They're all dead, Dave.
We're sort of at this junction now where sort of the two sort of tracks that we could look on to continue this going is either trying to find out more information about the infiltration or try and find out more stuff about David, Daniel, whoever.
Maybe
we
we
tried
need to go.
David as a
Maybe we need
buzzword?
to go back a bit on this target timeline.
Okay.
'Cause I feel like maybe we might have learned something about this at some point. Before now.
So we've got a history here, by the way, as well. So we can always go back to something that we were looking at. So we still got the love. There was a nice smile. Didn't really bring up much.
Do we really want to? Do we want to maybe try an earlier clip in the target timeline?
If you want. There we go. So we'll go back to target. So we're looking at earlier. I mean, do you want to look at the clip in between, or do you want to go right back to the start?
Probably. Say back to the start.
Alright,
Yeah.
let's see if we can get anything important from that, and then maybe we can... Unless we have some other...
A bear bond.
Settings has a high aversion to conflict in public spaces.
Okay.
You'll be attracted to an older man with life experience who has humility and self-awareness. Is intellectually curious but not highly
profiling.
educated and will respond to others with similar backgrounds, especially those who take leadership positions and take time to listen and mirror her opinions.
I mean...
She's 19. Young, naive, and in her yearbook she says she wants to be a singer.
Interesting.
She wants to think she's special.
Center.
She's just a kid from Detroit.
So...
Yeah. Snow White, is in the cottage.
Snow White is in the cottage, and that place was called the Jasmine Centre. And we got a little bit of beard.
1 sec. Can you just go back a little bit on that clip?
Yeah? How far back do you want to go? Hold on.
I'm trying to... That's the woman that they're talking about.
Yep.
To be a singer.
Yeah.
So Snow White is a...
That'd be a code name, won't it? Like the
No,
Eagle
but I
Islander.
mean, what would you say? African...
Snow White is in the cottage.
Snow White is in the cottage.
Yeah.
And the Jasmine
Snow
Centre
White
is-
would probably innocent.
I can see where you're going with your Disney vibes, Disney princess vibes. But,
Yeah, well, the Jasmine Centre is the cottage.
well, yeah. And Snow White is this girl that we don't know the name of.
Can we look up what the Jasmine Centre is?
If it's been said, we can try it. So
Try and figure out why it's called the cottage.
It's probably
it's
just
just like
it's
the
probably
eagle
just
has
like a
left
code
the
word.
nest. Yeah.
It's just
There's-
it's just like it's just an idiom. It's not necessarily.
There isn't actually a real nest.
Although
No.
there is that one clip that we've seen twice now where they the Jasmine Center is apparently a thing. That was also
That's
in the
like
target
clip
line. That's the only other one we haven't seen, and those appear to be guns that they're holding, so that could be important.
Yeah, let's have a look at that.
Let's go for it.
Jasmine Center, we're all blowing hot air. You know,
Oh, they're in arcade.
think that we can fix this with
This guy
I was
plays
gonna
Time
say,
Crisis
it's
better than
Rally
me.
in November.
And he's,
We like causing trouble.
There's trouble to be had. I'm not going to run away from it.
Eric
No, it's got the
Eric
name Everett.
doesn't like the look of David.
What'd you say you were?
What, a hospital off Pacific? That was before I got a job. Yeah.
Not Samson.
No. This place made Samsung look like a Four Seasons. This guy Harry ran it, his old pills out the back. And then he disappeared, and after a while the cops shut it down. So I moved in with these friends of mine who I met at the boardwalk. They had this movie thing going, so I got involved. It became kind of a big deal. It's fun. We made these stupid beach horror films.
No way. Horror movies are my thing. Could you get me a background one?
Nah, it's behind me now. Besides, nobody watches horror anymore. Real life's too crazy.
Yeah, welcome to 2019, where horror seems to be in our lives. Or 2020.
Yeah, we don't play horror anymore because we live it.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's... I just got the high score.
Where did you learn to shoot like that?
Boy Scouts.
Really?
No. No, the firearms guy on the sets, on the movie sets, he would take us out to the desert, let us shoot his guns.
Wow, that's
go
the
over there.
poorest cover,
Have some people.
and they bought it.
Yeah, go. Good boy.
That's how you
Oh,
know.
You winked at
That's
the
how you
camera there.
know when a guy is good at video game is he says, "Oh, I got high score, yeah," because that's so relevant in like.
Did you notice that
video
he
games
winked at the
today.
camera?
Well, yeah, he's
Yeah,
He's
he knows
obviously
it's there.
passed
He's
some
the
sort
one undercover planting these cameras, we assume.
yeah. So of course, I know that could be like the whole mistake of winking at the, winking at the
Can
camera.
we look up
or-
the girl's name? The little girl.
little
Alba.
girl.
Yeah.
So her name was
Alaba.
Alba. We're halfway through, by the way. So these are the 5 most recent clips.
No, that's Abby.
I don't remember him saying Alba in that video.
What, in this one?
Yeah.
I can't remember. He may have
So-
mentioned it, but I mean,
Let's see why.
Alba loves having
well, there you go, Alba. That's
Yeah.
like the first. That's what he says.
So he's definitely talking to her in that. Go back to the beginning of that clip.
So the beginning, right to the front. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just
'Cause I'm
rewind
sure he
here.
says her name in this, doesn't he?
No, this is much earlier on in the clip. So this is the beginning of the conversation entirely. Much later on, he talks about Emma. Well, no, Laura. Thanks, Laura. We all have problems with our jobs, Laura.
Yeah. It was a big night.
So this is just like well before Alba. So
What? Okay, why did you let her do that?
What did Elba do?
Yeah.
What did Elba do? Or I mean, it may be Elba. It could be someone else.
grandmom.
So how much is a ticket back to Texas?
What? Who lets someone just go to Texas?
Texas?
Yeah. I was just asking how much a ticket back to Texas is. So this sort of deviates us a little bit.
Well, I mean, Alba loves having me there, honey.
Right, so I don't know if it's supposed to be like if she's a
Okay, so I'm assuming
godparent or like grandparent.
maybe it's like an in-law or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That could be Emma. I remember seeing the name Emma pop up.
She's there to help. She's
earlier.
an extra pair of hands.
Yeah.
That could be a parent of one of these two people, possibly.
Yeah.
It could have been the older lady that we saw a few clips ago.
I think it is.
So we have a look here.
Well, that
So
seems to
she's
be her, right?
appeared twice here based on that.
You don't know Emma like I do.
Oh,
okay.
Wait.
She's not as tough as she thinks she is. You are such a good husband. You need to be here. Your daughter
So
needs
is this
to feel like
is
a
this
part of the
Laura?
family.
Okay, Mama, could you go check on Alba in the bathroom, please?
Okay, if that's Laura, then so no, that's Emma.
This must be Emma.
Emma is young girl. Laura equals older girl.
Possibly.
No, you're
and
not.
Alba is tiny girl.
And she's right. That's what's so infuriating.
Then we need to figure out who Snow White is. Now,
I got this. It's fine.
What
You go catch some bad guys.
Oh.
Well, else Snow White is a kid that's 19 from Detroit.
Yes, well, yeah. Let's say she is one of the main characters, but it's all based on where you still want to go down
Wait,
this line.
is
We're
that the
still going
second
down the David
part?
line, or you're jumping wherever you want to go here. Sorry, go on, Steph.
I think this is the second part. Where he gets into bed at the end of it and waves his finger like goodbye. I think
Let's
that's
have a look.
that part of that.
No. Timings are off.
It's true. It's like 2 months difference.
So, but he constantly talks about Emma a lot. Now, Emma has come up on this clip, which he's still drinking at this thing. So, looking at the history that we got there. So we still got the Jasmine Centre. There was still one clip in Jasmine Centre that you didn't look at. There's still one clip in... Oh no, all target clips have been viewed now, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks like it. Okay.
So, I mean, you could still follow the Jasmine Centre line, knowing that there was still one clip. Well, 2 clips that haven't been talked about there. This one looks like you get to know a lot of people.
2 seconds.
A lot of people
though.
there.
Oh,
You gotta try.
Yeah, so it's pretty much the start of the clip.
I'd like to thank you all for joining us here at the Jasmine Center. We should
Oh.
Now, there's already been a lot of discussion on Slack.
Hold on,
First,
but, I
wanna
mean,
say
you seem
my
so
primary
aware
concern
that
is the safety
the
of
Jasmine
all
Centre was a centre.
Now, I have some
No, but
guidelines here from the council I can read out.
Like a help
Read the
centre.
guidelines. Benson's group is going up against the Nationalists.
Oh.
Them and a bunch of Antifa. It's going to be a disaster.
The Nazis want nothing more than to get people to fight them on TV. And Eric is so busy trying to convince everyone he's the real deal, he gives them what they want.
Ava, you're about to say something?
No, why it's
Hello.
Ava.
No.
that's Ava.
I know you're friends with Eric. His heart is in the right place. He's just hot-headed.
Okay, but maybe Eric is onto something, though. I mean, the Nazis, right? So decent people have to stand up to them. What?
Does standing up involve throwing punches?
Yeah, maybe it does.
This is a law enforcement issue.
Okay, they have permits. The police are protected.
That's right, and that's exactly why someone needs to step up and do what the police should do, right? Because I'm sorry, all due respect, John, you're not going to stop these guys with a Facebook campaign.
As a group,
burn.
we abide by nonviolence.
That's fine, and all I'm saying is I'm interested in putting my privileged white male able body where it can do some work, right? Because I heard what it was like in Ann Arbor in the 60s, and you were there, John. Look, we have to oppose the rally. We have to oppose the rally.
David, we can't advocate for people putting themselves in harm's way.
Okay, fine. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to excuse myself.
It's fine, David. We'll talk another time.
Interesting.
Okay, so this is Daniels / David.
Yeah.
Using his undercover name. What's the timeline for this video again? When
So
was
the
this?
timeline. So this was the 1st of November 2017. So this is like sort of the beginning of his infiltration.
And he's already using his name at this point. Okay, so so this some kind of like peaceful.
Right, look at the third one.
I don't know. This is some kind of like leftist like.
So
we watched
like an anti-hate group or something.
Let Duncan go through his fault drain.
So this is some kind of peaceful anti-hate group that he's in. I'm not sure what his purpose here is though specifically.
Yeah. So I mean, based on the first video, as Dee said from that, I wonder if we may get an idea of maybe what he's intending to do. I mean, it starts pretty late in the clip.
I attended a meeting at the Jasmine Center, and
so that was his.
She remembered me from the record store. Yeah,
right.
She said hi. We spoke
That's on the hand.
Stale vegan cookies.
So
you know,
so
you're
he's,
right. This is a good look on me.
So at this point, he's already met Ava, has got friendly with her, and then later on down the line, he's been at the Jasmine Center for a while at that point. A while being like 3 months or so. Oh, screw you and all!
But it sounds like he met Ava at the record store.
Which, if you go by Love, wasn't that one of the first videos?
So we go back to Love.
It'd be the one right at the end. With the records in it.
Okay, so we'll start later on in the clip.
To my honey, I'll crew love's tune, honeymoon keeps it shining in June.
Okay.
Your
So,
silvery beams will bring
is she closing up for the night?
dreams. We'll be cuddling soon
She work at a record store then?
by the silvery moon. Funny. I only sing when I'm in the dark or in the bath.
That's good to know. I mean, I prefer not to search for the term bath.
Maybe.
Don't know what the hell we pick up. Right, so, Steph, you mentioned something.
Just search up Sing. Let's see if we watched another video that says Sing, because I feel like we have.
No, when he was scouting Ava, he said that she thinks that she's going to be a singer. She acts like she is a singer. Now, we've got lots more clips of David here again.
Have we tried searching for Ava yet?
We haven't.
Could do that.
But here we are.
Oh dear Lord, there's a lot.
So, our good old... Upstairs in this apartment in this game, someone's loud. So we got ourselves our handler again. And more David. So, do you reckon searching for stuff about Ava will help you learn more about David? Or would you want to see more of his responses and using the word Ava to try and find more information about him? Because we're knowing a lot, or we're knowing little bits of information. He's David, but he's possibly called Daniel. He has a child, maybe 2. He's an agent that is apparently specifically hired because he's married, and he's infiltrating some sort of group, either that seem to work with social disruption, or anti-hate, or a bit of both.
See, if anything,
the real
if
question
we go for the
is...
handler, we'll find more about David. If we use David at this point, we'll find more about Ava.
Everyone else.
The real question I have is like the second group of dudes that he was working with, was that, Is that
that's
is that more
Jasmine.
protesters that are working kind of like along his line of thinking, or is this him infiltrating the same like Nazi group that he's like all bitching about?
So he's like infiltrating one group in order to infiltrate another. Sort of like going down the levels.
It's a bit like when a policeman's meant to have been sacked to get into a mafia or something. To go undercover.
Yeah. But it's like I can see where Duncan's at. Maybe the Jasmine Centre and the whole peaceful dealing with anti-hate stuff is just one level of things. Like he needs to go into there.
You know, he's like, well, these guys aren't going to help me get where I'm going, so I'm going to just take it in my own hands.
Yeah, but they're all talking about Nazis. In that other one, they weren't talking about Nazis. They were talking about an industry.
Pipelines.
Pipelines. An industry they could basically do it.
Yeah,
Sounds
hence
more like
sort of going down one thing into another. Like he's joining this thing that's all about Antifa and all that stuff to root out someone who can then guide him into some shady business. From what it sounds like, it's like him joining this like peaceful protest thing is the front for him to join something else.
Let's see what the DOJ says.
Okay, let's see what the handler says. So,
Ava Martin, things are fully operational.
Interesting. We know this guy's name. He's not one of the important people, but we know the guy's name. If we just pause the clip for a second.
Right there in the background.
Yeah.
Marshall, is that?
That's Michael. Michael Campbell.
Yeah, it's a little bit blurry for us.
Yeah, it's blurry on my screen as well. You're
next
seeing
tomorrow.
what I'm seeing on this, to be fair.
Why would you want that record if the original's the best?
Huh?
Great. You sound like an expert.
So he's sorting out his legend for why he would go into a record store and pick up a particular song. And then a lot of note jotting for probably another 12 seconds.
Why'd you tell me the vegan cookies were stale? Okay, well, you can leave the colorful details out of your report.
Okay,
Is that the response to... Sorry, go on, Duncan, go for it.
Okay, so what this feels like a conversation where Daniel's checking in with his boss, and this is him like going over like his like cover essentially. Like he's got to pose as somebody who's interested in music.
Yeah.
So that he can sort of strike up a conversation with this Ava Martin person.
Indeed.
We now know her name's Ava Martin now. That's a new bit.
Yeah, so we've got a full name, and it's probably fair to say that that's not a cover.
So David needs to get in touch with.
So Ava Martin is Snow White.
Yeah, forget the Snow White thing. That was just a code name. Her real name is Ava Martin. So we can sort of dump that. I mean, you can search for Snow White, but that's probably.
Okay, what was you thinking that was a response to?
I thought that was a response to him sat in the thing where he went into the Jasmine Centre, but it probably doesn't really line up. Because it's like talking about leaving the colourful details out of the report. No, when the handler was saying leaving the details out of the report, the finishing of David's report, he gave a middle finger.
Yeah, true.
So it's just like, alright, here are your details.
But he didn't say anything about the vegan cookies.
Yeah.
No,
there.
Yeah, that is the reply.
Still vegan.
Yeah. So it's like he says right at the end here. Hold on.
Colorful detail.
Yeah, colourful detail.
So we've seen both sides of that video.
And then finger. So yeah,
that's the reply to the other one.
So we've watched the full conversation on that one. So if we actually go back. There.
Because in the reissue, the loudness is fixed. And the sounds more natural and the vocals are more authentic.
So
he sounds more thingy there.
So basically on this idea, when
Three
he's sat in
minutes.
this apartment like this, we can assume at this point he's... the
Talking to
person that
his
he's
hand.
always responding to is the handler.
Yeah.
So, there we go. So that's... There we go. We're finding conversations between that, so we're knowing that... what we could probably assume is that every one of these clips where he's doing like this is him just going over his legend with the handler, making sure all the details are correct. And then, you know.
Can we? No, I was going to say, can we look up, see if
So what do we
Michael
want?
Campbell comes up?
I mean, we can, but that's not happening.
Okay,
So
nope.
he never
So
mentions to him by name. Or at least not by that name.
Can you use Ava's full name?
We can.
Okay, so we
So
just
it's the
got that
only
clip here.
ever mention.
What if we just have Ava? Because
So
some
we've done
people
that.
who are people. So, oh yeah. Okay, how much does that give us?
So we have done, but we
A lot
only
of
looked
Ava.
at 2 clipped.
A lot
One
of Ava.
where it was...
Well, David's in most of them.
Yeah, so there was just one clip where it was the one Jasmine Center clip where her name was just thrown away. Like someone would just go, Ava? And then there's the handler's clip. And then, yeah, we've got the
So,
3 David clips.
So we need. How much do we need to know about Ava?
And she is a main character.
But there's still
So-
2 other main characters.
So who
Which
she
we
is and
almost-
what her role in the incident is.
So we know.
Well, Ava
one's
seems to be
Ava.
like the subject of David's information, at least at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
But then we also know the other
Ava
one
is
is
too broad of
David's
a
wife.
search.
Yeah.
We still don't know who the stripper person is. Or anything about them.
A sexy lady.
Upper Gangnam Style. But,
We searched for Emma before.
Yes.
we have searched for Emma before. That's how we know. You know, that's how we know.
That's where his mum
So-
seemed to have popped up on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
So
who
Well,
are
we
he
can
went down
happily
that line.
assume David is his actual real name.
Well, which one's the...
Well, he also said that
Well,
when
the older
woman
lady
groggily woke up,
referred to David as Daniel first, and presumably from the other side of the conversation, Daniel corrected to David. So,
Is that Ava in the last clip? Albero.
so seem if
it is. That's a pretty long clip. But why would she call him Daniel?
Let's do it.
That's what I was worrying. That's what I was...
Daniel, like Mama's papa.
Ah. Hold on.
He's undercover
just pause
as
there.
his wife's.
As wife's husband.
No, his wife's dad.
So Grandad might be Daniel.
Hmm. Which then means that he could be David.
Oh.
Is it? What was
Yes.
before that? Seeing that we're for like 5 minutes here at this point.
I mean, how far do you want to go back? Is
Just before that bit of that about it, yeah.
she's not so. Hold on. So 5:41. She says that she's not spoken for. So it's like he's telling her a story. No, so it's a lot of time of him probably telling her a bedtime story of some sort.
playing a video game.
Look, okay. I say look up bedtime story there. See if we can get the other side of that video.
Okay. We can see if we get everything.
See, the other thing is, where the timestamps, if they're in different parts of the world, would the timestamp be with that part of the world?
No, this is all based on a central time.
Okay, that's fine.
So there's
by
no
the looks of it,
confusion in that.
It's some kind of American time as well, where it's...
Tom, that's the video we just watched, and it comes up at 6 minutes.
So, yeah, it comes up at...
Right at the beginning. Let's just watch this right near the beginning then.
Can I have a bedtime story?
Oh,
Can you tell me Rasputin again?
oh yeah, because that's something you just have. Yeah, tell me about the guy
Look
who
up
constantly...
Rasputin.
Yes, that one.
Okay, so we go straight into Rasputin. So...
There's
There's
David.
one other...
And the exact same length of time.
Yeah. 6 minutes 56. Oh.
Told ya. The timestamps
might
are
be-
different. They're in
Right.
areas.
Shit. Okay, that's going to be tough then. But same length of time, same day.
Rasputin? Oh, you mean Rumpelstiltskin?
Oh, jeez.
There we go.
Rumpelstiltskin, that's the one.
I forgot how to spell it.
Rasputin.
I don't think we really need to look that up. It's just
Yeah,
gonna come
we're
up with
not
that
going
video
down the
again.
rabbit hole of Rumpelstiltskin, Jesus.
Yeah.
But no, if you wait to learn more about Daniel, where's that time index for when she says Papa?
It's right near the end where she goes like Daniel like Papa.
These are... I mean, the other thing that you've got to be warned on here, you're using very, very common words. Now, granted, this common word only gave us 4.
No, I meant in
Yeah, so in the girls...
the girl's video, she refers to Daniel as Papa. What's the timestamp?
She says Daniel like Mama's
Papa, so granddad.
Yeah, but the timestamp's 5:40 in.
Yeah.
Can you go back to what the dad said?
Oh, I get what you mean. So at 5:46.
Rasputin.
So at 5:46, she said it's going to take bloody ages to skim. Oh, great! You can't rewind.
There.
Oh, 1 second, it's not. There we go. So now we just sit here and, let's shoot the shit for like 3 minutes here, because it's going to take ages to get there.
Sorry. It's just the tutorial thought I had.
Don't apologise. Just...
Okay, so is this where the name Emma comes from?
Well, Emma is...
Emma's the girl in the Rumpelstiltskin story.
But Emma is also the name of... Emma is the name of his wife. Or at least that's what everyone's referring to her as. Maybe Rumpelstiltskin's just a story because it helps remind him of his wife.
Yep. If you ever wanted the story of Rumpelstiltskin to be given to you,
at super
real
speed,
quick, this is it right here.
Yeah.
And all the spies and the soldiers or anyone who has a horse
get
to
there, 'cause
go
we're gonna
and
get to-
scour the kingdom to figure out this little imp's name. And the
Yeah.
next day, the first spy returns and he tells her,
Go on.
"Oh, okay, sure. Okay, Daniel. So the imp
So,
appears and
yeah.
asks if she has a guess.
That was it. That was the
That's
throwaway.
the little girl turns around, so Daniel like Papa, so his
And then he
name's
goes, okay, I guess.
So his name is David.
Okay.
And
So we're
Daniel
still-
must be her dad. Or
so-
his father-in-law.
Yeah. So we are into the last 5 minutes. Or 4.5 minutes. So how much further do you want to go in terms of this? Is there any other little bits you want to try and figure out
I
before
want to find out who the other person is now. We know roughly
Well-
about 3 of them.
So we definitely know a full name of one, a name of another, and a name given to a third.
Yeah.
So the only other thing left would be this
the one
character.
who's yeah.
So
I love complicated men.
Oh boy.
So.
Oh, Duncan sorted now.
My mom's already walked in during the fucking bedtime story with a little girl, and she gave
And
me
that's
some
what's
weird
this.
eyes for that. hoping I can at least stay alone for this part.
Well, I can get both.
So, I mean,
actually, I honestly think I'd rather her walk in now than more bedtime stories. If I'm being perfectly honest.
So, I mean, based on this, so we don't know much of a name of this because we're in at this. You want us to go to the beginning of the clip to see if we can find a name?
Yeah,
It'd be a bit weird to ask her name 7 minutes in, for example, wouldn't it? So
I wasn't really paying attention because I was kind of distracted by several
Or
things.
the clip started at her saying she loves complicated men 3 minutes in.
I'm not crazy. This chick's like foreign, right? Like she's got an accent, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is.
Romanian, I think.
But yeah, it's just like clearly some form of cam girl or something. But I mean, if we can try and Sleeping Beauty again, more Disney princess stuff.
That's Prince Charming.
Prince Charming 81. That's clearly a username.
It's like an episode of freaking Once Upon a Time.
Yeah. So right, okay. So let's skip forward because she's clearly not speaking. She's waiting for someone to log in.
Why is this camera watching her while she's sleeping? Is this like her thing, or I don't know what questions I should be asking. What questions are relevant?
I think it's pretty clear she's a cam girl. So what we're looking at is her like stream.
I see.
Hi there.
Oh hi.
Prince Charming 81.
Prince Charming 81.
I'm a bit unsure of the keyboard if she's speaking to him using a webcam, but she actually was asleep.
To make sure I was okay. It's today's show. For all my fans with the Sleeping Beauty thing.
Ah, right, yeah. She clearly.
Judging by your screen name.
Okay, so it's like a.
Yeah, it's basically a porn stream. But the kink is that I like to watch women while they sleep. Don't take that out of context, Jesus.
I hadn't fainted.
I still like that
this
clip.
Is my favorite kink.
Oh, thanks.
I get my beauty sleep and I get paid.
Oh, good.
You know, in France we say.
France. She's French. I was gonna say she's not
body
French.
has no soul. What do you think this means?
So we don't know a name for this one, but we pretty much kind of know what she does. And as for her role in the incident, this seems so isolated from what else we've been watching.
But if you do anything gross, I kick you out. You are not that kind of guy, are you?
No?
Well, he is Prince Charming.
Yeah.
But if we search for Prince Charming, we might find out her webcam name.
Maybe.
One last thing we can check.
Sorry.
Prince Charming.
Right.
Okay,
handler.
well, the handler is
That'll also help, won't
involved in so I guess we're...
Right at the
Prince
beginning.
Charming?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you I don't need a code name.
Huh?
Aren't you supposed to be likable?
Aren't you supposed to be not a dick? I feel like we're
Alright, let's just have you run through your legends so I can tick this box and we can proceed.
Okay. So we are up for time, by the way. But, might as well finish the clip.
Sounds about right.
Well...
There's a very one-sided conversation happening right now.
Yeah, we finished on the most one-sided conversation.
A lot of Michael, what's-its-face? Michael FBI, just staring into a camera, letting David spill his beans.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know
I feel like there's definitely another side of this conversation that we should look into at some point.
Can you fast forward until he speaks again?
Yeah, let's do that.
Dun, 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 dun,
it's gonna be just it's gonna be this all the way through, isn't it? Never let it be said that.
He said something.
Blondes or brunettes? He said.
You leg man, tit man, ass man,
scat man.
Smile.
Oh. I was gonna say, this is like in the context of sexual fetishes. You really need to be careful what kind of words you throw around.
Part of gold to wake up for Snow White.
just a little. But,
blondes and legs, by the way. Just. Anyway.
They're never wrong.
He didn't say that. That's me.
No, but
less cynical. You're here to save the planet.
Save the planet.
All right, review the files from cyber.
Eco-terrorism.
Natives are restless. They've been accessing pipeline maps. You got 8 months till the next convergence. Just follow the protocol and stick to the plan.
That's the group he was with at that
You're
video.
the knife that stabs Green Storm in the heart.
Green Storm. If there is ever a code name that you need to keep a hold of, that's it.
Green Storm. Green Noodle.
Yeah, and that's the end of the clip. So, just before we finish and wrap this up, I was trying to see if David... No. So David didn't say Prince Charming.
Yeah, but...
He didn't, he
No.
In terms of that conversation, he didn't say Prince Charming.
Prince Charming 81, or whatever.
That's what I was asking about.
Right, well, while I do that, you get some last sort of code names, let's try and wrap this up.
Just
no,
that one.
That was the only one. Okay, so... Names. Or, in fact, we go through each character at a time. So, bearded guy. What do we think we know?
But he's presumably David.
Yeah. And what's his?
He's
undercover.
called David.
Oh, he's called. Well, he's at least called David.
Okay.
We know he's connected to the DOJ because we've seen the conversation between him and Mark Campbell.
Yeah.
Him and Michael.
And what do you think his role in the incident is? I mean, we don't even know what the incident is, but what
like
do we know of his role so
officer.
far?
He's the agent.
He's some kind of undercover FBI agent, by the looks of it.
And he's told to infiltrate Ava.
Okay.
With the DOJ.
He's I don't know. He's either got to find out about Ava, or Ava is like a person who knows things, and he has to get to know Ava to get to know someone else. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So David's told to. We know he's got like some kind of DOJ thing.
Yeah.
And Ava's
It's all something
Ava's
to
the
do with pipelines.
Mm.
Yeah.
Pipelines. This is sounding very politically relevant for us Canadians here. Fucking pipelines.
Yeah. Pipelines is an interesting one. So, speaking of Ava, black-haired woman, we know is Ava Martin. And she, what do we know of this? She works at a record store?
She likes to be a singer.
Yeah, aspires to be a singer.
Works in a record store.
Yeah.
Well,
and sort of her role, she just seems to be...
We've still not confirmed properly she works at a record store. She goes to a record store, we know that much.
Mm.
We don't know if she works there properly yet.
And she's in the group at the Jasmine Centre.
Yeah, so she seems to be in the anti-hate group, but has some sort of connections to the dodgier group. Then we have what we presume to be David's wife, blonde-haired woman from Scrubs.
We seem to deduce that one was Emma, whereas the older lady was named Laura.
Yeah.
So Amy, Laura, and Elba is all to do with David's family.
Yeah.
That's what I've got in my thingy here.
And what we haven't figured out at that point is what she does, other than be wife. And at that point, we also don't know what her role in the incident is.
Wife's also an agent.
Oh, interesting. Good theory. And then, the one we know the least about. We don't have a name.
Stripper.
We think she's some sort of cam girl.
Snow White. The Snow White.
French.
See, that's what she classes herself as. The Snow White.
She classes herself as a Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. She's the Sleeping Beauty.
So Sleeping Beauty would be a buzzword that we need to maybe possibly look up.
It's just there just seems to be a lot of Disney princess narrative. Maybe they're red herrings, maybe they're not. The thing with this sort of game is there's a lot of stuff that'll throw you off the trail as much as there is stuff that'll help you. Believe me, on her story, I went through a massive line of talking about something about like fish or something, and by the end of it just turned out it was just like.
I think what this game's going to end up doing, anything popular like Disney, they're going to throw at you like red herrings.
Yeah. There's just there's
It'll be something
so
that'll
much
grab you instantly.
there's so much Disney symbolism. It seems too obvious.
Mm.
I mean, when in one clip your code name is Snow White and walking into a Jasmine Center, in another clip a woman is saying that she's got a Sleeping Beauty fetish
I feel like you should
and
put
has
on,
Prince Charming.
Type in Rapunzel.
Okay, one last search. But we're not going anywhere with it. It's Rapunzel, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's Rapunzel, not Rapunzel.
Rapunzel. Okay,
No.
there's no Rapunzel.
No. So a hint on that next session. We're not just going to go through all Disney princess names.
Unless you want to go by a proper princess, like one of the major princesses.
Yeah.
Which
Queen
is what? Sleeping
Elizabeth.
Beauty,
No.
Snow White. What are they called?
Queen
Main
Elizabeth.
princesses?
Yeah. Pocahontas.
Is
Cinderella.
Wouldn't Cinderella come under
Moana.
Sleeping Beauty?
No, because Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella are completely different people. But we close our first day of investigation into this weird cold case. So you want to see more of this, you'll just have to watch us.
Sell your soul on eBay.
Simple. Keep an eye on the description, and we'll see you next time.
It only cost you a soul.
Signing off. Bye.
I don't need it anyway.